Welcome to Magic Gathering Strat. I'm Dan. I'm playing a Battle for Zendikar Sealed deck. Yesterday I joined the International Grand Lodge of Druidism, which means that I am hungover now. So this will be tough. Fathom Feeder. Okay, let's do a rarity sort first. Now, this time, I am gonna go for Synergy. Sire of Stagnation. Set up. You drew 2 cards. Okay. 5/7. That seems pretty good. Bring to light. How many colors can you... If you can get to some number of colors, then it will be pretty good. With total count, that seems good. Fathom Feeder is also blue-black. But if I go blue-black again, I need to be processing. Sort by color. Okay. So, some stuff. We better sort that by color too. Not rarity, but color. Gideon's Reproach seems pretty good. Ondu Rising. Yeah, I think that is still good. But none of these cards are inspiring. Meh for white. Okay, blue then is... Do you play Rush of Ice? A 3/3 that taps and keeps one creature down. That has to be good. Tide Drifter. Now we're talking the void here. Tightening Coils. I played in Standard Pauper. Retreat to Coral Helm. Okay. Limited review Battle for Zendikar from LSV. For blue. Because I find these retreats tricky to evaluate, so I will go to LSV like I have done since Mirrodin, original Mirrodin. Retreat to Coral Elm, do not play. God, I have 2 of them as well. They had the grade 1 out of 5, i.e. they suck elephant balls. Cryptic Cruiser, 3/3, tap target creature, maybe once in a blue moon. Incubator Drone, Merc Strider. So where is my Ingest then? Okay, let's hope that black is good. Ingest 1/1 could pump him. Yeah, this was the guy that they upgraded in the last limited resources. I guess I'll just play the 2/2. Dominator Drone. Yeah. And of course Grey Birthing is extremely playable in this. What about Retreat to Hagra? Hagra sounds like an awful place filled with hags. Black. I'm now looking at the black review by LSV. Pretty good. Love his reviews. Okay. Retreat to Hagra. Okay. Also really bad. 1. Voracious Null. 2/2. +2. Random sacrifice ability is random. I do love the Silent Skimmer too much. Skitterskin. Can't block. At 4/3 regenerate is a beating. And my poor Night Watches that I love way too much. Okay, so I have a blue-green, blue-black thing going on here. So I can process. I can get some. Get some sort of payback for doing some ingest. So now let's see what red offers. 3 outnumbers is pretty good. I'm not gonna play that guy unless I have like... There's a vile aggregate, people. Oh, that's a lot of removal. So now, how do I avoid... Oh, it's turn against. That is a card you could do wrong things with. That's a lot of removal. Okay, I'm gonna just brief through green because I don't think I'm gonna play green. Call the Science. Natural Connection. Retreat to the green place. What's this? Stalwart and Natural Aggression. Eyeless Watcher. Okay, I can safely dismiss green, I think, here. Oh my god. I am so in love with this card and I want to play it. But I'm not going to because we're not gonna be white. We're not gonna play allies. We're gonna go blue, black. Perhaps red. Do we have any support to go red? This is the white-blue land. A Channeler. The spoiler for 9/9, that was not too exciting. And the Devastator you don't play. Canopy Vista is the white-green one. Yeah. Okay, I have no support for being 3 colors. The question then is... I think my red-black is much stronger than my blue-black. But I can't... I have to play these guys. So let's look at blue-black then. Let's consider this if I really have a sacrifice deck. Processing deck. 19 creatures. Can you really play the Sludge Crawler? How about Rush of Ice? Doesn't support the team at all. Okay, here we have Devoid, Devoid, Devoid. I mean Ingest. That guy seems good. Ingest. As everybody speaks about. I listened to Patrick Chapin's, that was constructed of course, but he liked Grey Birthing and constructed. Cloud Manta. Of course the curve here looks horrible. And I am doomed to play 6 mana spells for removal. Oracle of Dust isn't very good, is he? He's probably better than the Nightwatch. So cut the Nightwatches. And I think we still want... Wow, that's powerful. I think we still want 18 lands. Do we still play Channel? Do we really play Channeler over the Nightwatch? What do we need this mana for? Well, we have all this. We have the card drawing. This guy is questionable. Let's see what LSV said about him. No, great in aggressive decks. So where's the payoff for all the processing? Well, Oracle of Dust is a pretty awesome payoff, actually. It's just looting. What else? The Despoiler. Mercstrider. And of course that thing, when that thing can win the game, right? So what happens if I go red? I get all the removal. I should probably look at the red deck, right? And then I'm probably not playing blue. And then black looks really weak. Alright, this is nothing. This is not worth. Okay, so maybe I am blue-red. But do I have enough to void, guys? It is just this guy. I don't have enough to void, guys. So I have to be black. Black-red. But my only payoff for that is the wild aggregate. But all this removal is tempting. But it's sealed. So I should probably go for the raw power. Instead of the speed. Rush of Ice made it back into the deck. Maybe I need it for early defense. Hey, 2 cards made it back into the deck. Which was the other one? Ah, yeah, this is my deck. This is a 4 mana centric mana curve, which looks horrible, but does it work in sealed? Is the power there? Yeah, I think this is what I'm going for. 9/9. No double mana cost except the Wind Rider. Yeah, this is what I'm gonna play. Wish me luck. But as opposed to last week, this is a processor ingest deck. And not just a pile of control cards. Hey! Oh, Skitty Skin, yes, we took you out. Alright, here we go. Round 1, playing against Moonin90. Yeah, this looks like what I can expect from the deck. Keep it. Wow, this spell is weak in the early game. Tide Drifter. Should have started with blue mana, right? In case I needed to play Rush of Ice. Though I can barely think of a situation where I would. Here comes... Oh! The 2/2 has to attack. Well, he has to attack into my awesome blocker. Tide Drifter. Okay, and then Dominator Drone comes down next turn and starts doing damage immediately. Then Incubator Drone, it's a curve. Fire Mantle Mage. Creatures you control gain menace. Whoa! So now I cannot block this easily. And yeah. So take the pain. And now I have a 3/3 Dominator Drone. Sweet. Which means that he can actually block now. Do you have another ally, sir? Muni 90. Is there an ally in your hand? Such as that for me. Uh-oh. Nettle Drone. That's going to hurt. Okay, it's not like I have a good attack here yet. If I attack with the 3/3, he has double blocks. So I have to wait until he... yeah, he doesn't have to attack because there is another ally. So we're gonna Rush of Ice into a good attack next turn. Or Demon's Grasp. But I think it's Rush of Ice. And bounce something. Probably the Nettle Drone. And probably what he plays now, but if he plays something huge and we bounce that, the attack doesn't look very profitable, does it? I still think Rush of Ice followed by... That's definitely what we want to tap. This is getting pretty clogged. So are we going to bounce the Nettle Drone and then clear the way with this? Is not a good situation, is it? Even if we killed that thing, even if these two weren't there, yeah, then it would be good. So we Rush of Ice. Oh, I tap things, I don't bounce them. What am I thinking about? I still think it's worth it. But then we could do the Incubator. Yeah, let's do that. Cast would Awaken on you. Swing with the 2/4. Is that right? And trade it for the Fire Mantle Mage. And next turn I guess we kill the Nettle Drone. Yeah, processing! No? He didn't have ingest. I think we are ahead now. Still has 3 cards. Do we want the 4/4 online before we go for Demon's Grasp? There is really no attractive target for Demon's Grasp. So maybe it's better to play the Channeler. Unless he plays something worth killing. Then he has killed that. Another Nettle Drone! That's actually makes me want to play red instead. To get rid of these guys, because now they are gonna hurt. Or I should just get rid of a Nettle Drone. There's the Phantom Feeder as well. And I don't have a stable. If I kill a Nettle Drone and attack with everything, except Tide Drifter, how much damage can he do in return? That's a lot actually. But I keep this guy home. And then I swing with these 3. Maybe I'm being way too dangerous now. But if I get rid of the Fire Mantle Mage, I don't need to count on Menace. I don't need to count with Menace. God, I'm hungover, I'm sorry. But this is the last day before posting next week's videos, and you are in next week watching this. Because now we have a content manager, and I have to get the videos to him. And that also means that he will have to attack. So do 5 damage, kill the Fire Mantle Mage. Ingesting. A mountain. Alright. And now what? Channeler. And that put a pretty huge stop to everything. But I have decent blocks for everything. So I will play the Phantom Feeder instead. Is that crazy? Yeah, that's probably crazy. I will not do that. Block you? I didn't have any landfall things. So I will just play the Channeler as well. Can't do anything about that. And then I'm gonna win the game with Fathom Feeder next turn, unless it will be a race between Fathom Feeder and Nettle Drone. If I draw land, I even have the card draw. That will break the stall. I don't need a land, I have a Channeler. I will use the Incubator Drone to kill the 2/2. I can't find a creatureless colorless Ruination Guide. Uh-oh. That's the payoff. Yeah, I definitely need red against him. So I will have to construct... I will have to bring in red. Across all his... These are 2 toughness, 1 toughness, and I can kill them all. With my red spells. Yeah. Block. Cloud Manta. Okay, I'm risking it. It must be better to play a Cloud Manta than to actually draw, because I don't have much time. And I don't want to attack with the Channeler because I need the mana for drawing. What would he do if I attacked with the Channeler? He could just trade it for 2 pieces of garbage. +1/+1 and first strike to something. Hey Eldrazi Cyan. This might be the day of your demise. So many special abilities. Am I missing something? What do I need to care about? Not a lot. I think I'm just gonna block him with the Eldrazi Cyan. Time might be a factor as well. Because I can see some long games here. But can I really bring blue-red against him? I don't have Nettle Drones. I don't have Ruination Guides. But what I do have is a ton of removal. Block. Useless creature is useless. But Cloud Manta is not useless. So Cloud Manta attacks. And play Sludge Crawler, who will eat anything. And then we draw a card with Fathom Feeder, but there is no need to do it now. I've only managed to ingest one card. So if I get my 2 ingest payoff thing, I will be disappointed. I'll do it at the end of turn, of course, with Fathom Feeder, so I can pump the Sludge Crawler. I will trade Sludge Crawler with anything. Example, he will just trade with the Eldrazi Siren. That's not worth it, is it? He is thinking hard about something, or playing 2 tables. Here comes something nasty. Oh. Clutch of Karens, targeting Channeler. Still don't need it to draw the card. Or do I? Yeah. Okay, I tap it. And I pump the Sludge Crawler. Oh, it's +1/+1. That's better. Why didn't he do it on the Looming Spires? You have to do something now. Oh, I don't think you're attacking. So we draw a card. That's more like it. Attack with the Cloud Manta. And the Sludge Crawler. It takes 6 mana to kill that guy. Yeah, I think I'm attacking with the Sludge Crawler. You have to block it. I can get it to 4/5. So it will kill something. It will kill the Incubator Drone, and then I can play Voracious Dude. And it will even survive. That's a bonus. What are you doing? Uh-oh. I sense a misplay here. Huh? Yeah, this doesn't look good for him. And then we play Voracious Dude. For another body. And now, do we have lethal? No, he has 5 creatures, I have 6 ground creatures. So only 1 power gets through. If I do the famous attack with everything plan. But I don't have to, I can just attack with Cloud Manta. And eat something again with the Sludge Crawler. His deck looks a lot more synergistic than mine. Clutch. Uh-oh. Rolling Thunder. For how much? 5, 6. Oh god, he had it. 2, 2. No, he just leaves 2 lands up. Kill the Fathom Feeder, kill the Manta. Wow, his deck looks amazing. But now you have a lot of tapped stuff. Oh, my Tide Drifter doesn't do any damage. So getting through with the ground attack is gonna be hard. There's a finisher. But I need to play the Channeler now. Can I bluff the attack with the Sludge Crawler? And if he actually blocks with the Mountain, I can do nothing. But why would he block with the Mountain? Because that seems pretty hard for him. I could attack with the Voracious guy as well and make him really big. I can do the ability 3 times, making him an 8/8. This feels like a situation that could get messed up. Well, I'm not attacking with any of those, but I might attack with these two, but I have nothing to sacrifice. But if I attack with this guy, he gets the opportunity to make mistakes. And I could even eat him. Eat the Mountain. So I'm gonna offer it. Hopefully I still have mana to play the Silent Skimmer. No, I will not. He needs to make me pump twice. But then I get rid of his Mountain. Yeah, I think this is all upside. So for me to use Voracious Dude for something, he probably needs to remove it. He just does that. So I pump it once. And play the Channeler. Is it even Channeler here? Or is it the Silent Skimmer? Channeler can't finish the game. And I lost the Fathom Feeder, so I don't have to... At Fathom Feeder, Channeler can help pump and play the Silent Skimmer next turn. A 3-turn clock. I think actually I might have to play this. I'm doing it. Now he has a lot of unfavorable blocks to make. It's even an 0-5 Silent Skimmer, so it can block quite well. And I can just double block his Channeler. In case it comes over for a visit. But now something else happens. Tunneling Geopede. Oh, scary shit. Even more damage. Okay. 5/4 haste EOP'd. Was that really the creature you should have given haste? But now you can attack big time. Or can you? Don't I just trade like I would have if you attacked with the channeler? I just double block it with Dominator Drone and Incubator, and I'll trade 2 for 1. And now I have both Voracious Null and no, I can't do 5 damage with the sledge. Can he kill me on his turn? Nobody has to block now, so he can't. And I have 2 blockers, he has 2 attackers. I'll play Tightening Coils afterwards, right? Or do I do it immediately? Here they come. Can I really trade profitably here? I think Voracious Null was hard to play. Because do I really want to sacrifice somebody? The crackback is pretty devastating. So I do it the safe way. I thought he needed the landfall triggers from the tunneling Geopede to get me down to 0. And now he's taking way too long. And timing him out becomes a real option if I win this first duel. Will there be a block? There better be a block. Okay, he's giving me the... And I guess I'll just pump. Oh, both of them. 7. I can't do 7. What if I do 3? Then I can still play Tightening Coils. But if I do 4, I can't. So I do it like this. And I pump it twice. So I kill that thing, giving him 1 less land. And then I go Tightening Coils. And done. Now I don't think I should board in blue-red, because blue-red is quicker. And do you think blue-red was better than black-red? I would have needed an hour to build that deck. But no, I couldn't bring up the energy because I'm hungover, sorry. But I still think the blue-black deck was too good not to play. Imagine if you get out an early Sire of Stagnation. Ouch. That hurt, sir. I have no way of gaining life that I know of at this point. Can we do it? Does it work? Turn against. He doesn't consider it that it's an instant. But he's taking the silent skimmer. And that will do. Why didn't you take a blocker? Is he just gonna attack with that? Is that it? So I'm at 5. And he can't sacrifice it to do anything. That was not the best turn against. And now I know it's there. So 5 mana, turn against. Yeah, this wasn't very hard. Do I attack with anything? He will just block with the channeler. No, I think I'm good killing him next turn. And if he now kills me, I will be upset. And the channeler is still in my hand. Clutch of Currents doing work. I don't think I have any business winning against this deck. His deck looks really powerful. But I do win. Did I even have a card that could count as a sideboard card? Dispel. Clutch is not an instant. Because it would be totally broken. Turn against is an instant. A Rolling Thunder is not. Why would I board in this spell? I think we're just playing as is. Alright, here we go. Merc Strider. There he is. And here is the Dominator drone that will enable him. That sounds like Magical Christmas Land. The 3-2 will get blocked. And then I will play 3-2 for 4 and look like an idiot. Windrider Patrol. Yee-hoo! Okay, Dominator Drone could actually get 2 chances to attack before things happen. Do we really want to do this? I don't have a good block for the Reckless. I think I just have to Tightening Coils it here. That means I do something useful on turn 2. It also means that I don't take like 6 damage. Yo. Tap land. So now it's time for Dominator Drone. I get attacked for -4 damage. That should heal me for 4, shouldn't it? No, sorry. Because that would be pretty broken. Dominator Drone. Well, I don't want to bounce that guy, so this just doesn't work out, does it? He needs to play something so good that he doesn't block, but it still can't block profitably. This just doesn't add up. Well, I suppose if he plays a net... Whoa, he doesn't do anything. Do I kill this guy? I think I do. I don't want him to have a creature. He could have used that for some shenanigans. Oracle of Dust. So many 5-drops. Do I live? Oh wow, so now the Merc Strider is enabled, but then I don't want to play it because I want the value. So I play Voracious Dude, who is so far just being a Grey Ogre. What did LSV say about him? I have to check it out. Voracious Null. This, I think this duel is over. This match is over because he's just playing way too slow. Voracious Null 1.5. Okay, that seems bad. Counter target spell. Okay, fair enough. It is countered. It's the problem with counter spells. You have to counter really. 1.5 for Voracious Null. That I shouldn't have played him. It's Sorcery Speed. The ability. Whoa, I didn't even notice that. Okay. I'm happy dying to Coralhelm Guide, I think. Am I? Or should I just bounce it and attack? Then it can kill the Merc Strider. Well, what do I do? But if we trade there, I still have the better value later. And I can just play the Windrider Patrol. Green? Is that green mana I see before me? I'm gonna trade here. And keep my awesome bounce to something that counts. And the problem is that he probably has to take this trade, yes. Okay, he might have a second counterspell. So I do actually play the Oracle because it is too dangerous. And having 3 power on the field, not too bad. But I can't use the processing ability because I need that for Merc Strider. Yeah, that's not what I wanted. Now I can Merc Stride the drone. I should just play Windrider Patrol here. Why green? That's what he kept up. So attack, play the Windrider. As he can't do 5 damage. Turns out 3/5 is pretty good. Pretty big. Comes the Windrider Patrol. Do I get to scry too if he deals combat damage? That's awesome! But now we're Rolling Thunder, Clutch. Everything could come and get us. But nothing does. So we attack. Yeah, now he has 4 minutes to win twice. That will be hard. It will be hard, people. Oh no! Turn against. Yeah, still forgot about it, even though I knew it. And then he can get rid of both my creatures. No, he can't, because I can just do 3 damage to that. And then my Wind Rider Patrol lives. Sweet. And I get it back at the end of turn. Play Channeler. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, you're a 4/5 incubator drone. That's really cute. I'll take that, because I think I can clog the ground after. And that I am not the person in need of a blocker. 7 mana means I can cast... And now I should just Mercstrider, right? Mercstrider Sludge Crawler attack. Let's do some scrying. Scry 2. Do I want this Great Birthing? I think not. Get rid of them both. And now I Mercstride. Choose target creature. You are target creature. And you get the island back. And I play the Sludge Crawler. And it's over! And time for round 2. Okay, it's round 2. Nah, dude. It's my opponent. We don't want to play first. I still think that's correct, but I'm not sure. Especially with a somewhat controlling deck, but I might be wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. So I need to know. I'm gonna keep this. I have a lot of cards I can play, actually. Rush of Ice. Is that any good in a defensive deck? I guess it's good enough, because I didn't have any single playable card left in blue-black. Oh, he's not here. Also, let me know what you think about me playing these sealed Battle for Zendikar things. I could get back to Origins. I think I'm gonna do one more of this and then try Origins again. But I really hate. What have we here? I really hate the 6-2-2-2 drafts. That's super bad content. What if I draft and I lose in the first round? That won't be a good video, will it? Let me know what you think. I'm waiting for this guy for 4 minutes, and I'll be waiting some more. My opponent has disconnected. Uh-oh. And then he actually showed up. I am keeping. So, Island, Tide Drifter, Tightening Card. My client is being weird. know what to respond to that, but I'm glad that he is informing me. Yeah, this is not the time I want to draw the 5 drops and the 6 drops. But with 3 chances to draw a land, I should draw one. But if I draw a blue land, oh, okay, it's not gonna be a fast match. It's my Sire! 06 against 05. Battle of the Walls. So I guess nobody's attacking on the ground anytime soon. 3 colors! And there's a Nettle Drone. And Tightening Coils doesn't work against him. That guy's so good. So I can play the Rush of Ice. That doesn't do a whole lot. I can play Tightening Coils, but I probably need a better target. Sigh. And I don't have any instance with which to interact. Did he mulligan? No, he didn't. He just took a long time to play. And I will of course block here, regretting not casting Tightening Coils on him. But you really want to neutralize a creature when you do that. And here's a removal spell. Yeah, Touch of the Void. And now I have to play Tightening Coils on the Nettle Drone. Which will suck! I'll tell you that much. Okay, did I now get another option? No, I have to do it. But then he'll play something else. And I have to Tightening Coils that. On the other hand, if I draw another land, I cannot play Tightening Coils for a long while. So I guess I play it. Feels almost like playing against the deck I ran into last round, but I hope this one is not as good. 4 mana, 3 mana, 6 mana, 5 mana, 4 mana, 1 mana, 3 mana. Oh my god. Well, if I recover from this... I'm still under pressure from the Nettle Sentinel, but I should be able to... Okay, now the ante has been upped. Yeah, it's this guy, right? That's where I wanted the Tightening Coils to be, but I would have been dead by now if I hadn't done like I did. And now I can actually play the Wind Rider Patrol and have a path to victory. Is that what I do? Can I afford to take 4 once? I'm gonna do it. Because I feel that I have to win somehow. And just blocking here doesn't accomplish anything. Whereas the Wind Rider will actually be able to win. And he won't be able to have landfall consistently. Sire of Stagnation just does a whole lot here. He could have a counterspell. He hasn't done anything. He didn't play a land. Of course he has a counterspell. Who am I trying to kid? So how about just Rush of Icing his Grey Thorn here. Can that really be the line? And then play Sire of Stagnation next time, but he will still be able to play. And I will lose a land. So what's the right line here? And if I play the Sire of Stagnation, he will maybe just play the Windrider Patrol. A Rush of Ice taps, it doesn't do anything else. It doesn't bounce. He could have combat tricks, but it is definitely... He did play a land. That's what he did. So he could have 2 lands. Is the Windrider Patrol good enough? I think it is. I'm gonna risk the Windrider Patrol. And that kind of worked. Now I still don't want to sacrifice the Scion. Or block with the Scion. But he can't attack because he doesn't have a land, so now he has 3 counterspells. No, he would have used a counterspell. Mr. Skyspawner! But he is not strong enough to block the Windrider. But he is strong enough to do some damage. Grip of Desolation. Or Sire of Stagnation. I don't think I can raise him here with Windrider Patrol. So I'm probably gonna use Grip. Or do I just Rush of Ice to get a lot of cards out of hand? This is so hard. Okay, didn't counter the Windrider Patrol, so I am gonna cast the Sire of Stagnation. Yep, that worked. I can't afford to take 2 damage. I'm gonna wait a turn. But the ground has been successfully clogged. So if I get the land, I play Grip of Desolation. Getting rid of white because I fear... What the hell? Okay, I think I have to trade here. Or I can just exile it next turn. Yeah, I have to exile that thing. But can I really afford? No, I'm gonna remove both his flyers. Okay, we can't cast Grip of Desolation yet, so we have to play the Cloud Manta and lose it. That's gonna suck. How about Rush of Icing here? Doesn't get us anywhere. Dominator Drone doesn't get us anywhere. 7 mana seems a long way away. And we don't want to risk the land. I think we just have to play the Cloud Manta here. And trade it with the Sky Spawner. But we have to win somehow as well. I will draw 2 cards if he gets back the Firebird. That's pretty good. Okay, now I'm just going for the white mana for the Sky Spawner. Target creature, target land. And we start attacking. Awesome. Yeah. But I'm really dependent on the Sire of Stagnation, so anything like a turn against or Clutch of Currents. Got to get more blockers down. It's time for Dominator Drone Null, I think. Or that even. That doesn't do anything. Null could actually do something. Wow, flying is really good here. Incubator Drone. Culling Drone. Ah, it kind of works. Why am I not attacking with the 5/7? Oh, he is doing it. Awesome. That's why I didn't attack, because I didn't want to risk him for anything. Oh, he returns straight to play. That's pretty good. We can still Rush of Ice him. Oh yeah, he has the 06 wall to block the Sire of Stagnation as well. What kind of attack does he have? He just has these 2 creatures. So I will need my just anything to block them. Why am I even considering a big attack? I have 7 mana. I could just play Dominator Drone, Silent Skimmer. and make a really huge attack next turn. I want to make a big attack. What if I tap him? Oh, then I'm. It's too scary. I want to do it. No, I'm attacking with the Cloud Manta, but now I'm putting everything on the Silent Skimmer. Yeah, get down, Silent Skimmer, Voracious Null, and then make a giant attack next turn. That is the plan. But will that be enough? There is no chance that will be enough. No, that's... but, yeah. Okay, Dominator Drone over Voracious Null, of course. Oh god, Voracious Null really shouldn't be in the deck. Sorcery, that's horrible. But now I feel I could take him out next turn. And he cannot take me out. Or can he? Maybe he just has a direct damage spell, but then all the reasoning was unnecessary. So who will be blocking? He will have 4 blockers. That means I can't get through with a whole lot of damage. Did I miss something? I block. So I do 5. Another Nettle Drone. That's a problem. So I'm at 2. And he has 5 blockers on the ground. I have 6 attackers. So just do 1 damage. I can do 6 damage. What if I had... Oh yeah. So I can get rid of that blocker. So now he has 3, 2. I can do 8 damage. But not 9. And the Nettle Drones just kill me next turn. And if I Merc Stride, they kill me as well. But if I Merc Stride the blocker, he has to block with the Nettle Drones, right? Merc Stride the 06. Rush of Ice, the Nettle Drone. Yeah, will this work? This was so complicated. I'm going for it. Merc Strider, the blocker, the 06. Or I Merc Strider on the Great Horn, so it can't attack. Yeah. I Rush of Ice. That Nettle Drone. Oh, I should have Rush of Ice, the Fortified Rampart. So now, yeah, I'll just attack with everything. I'm not sure about the math, but I'm already below 16 minutes, so I don't have time for the math. I will just die to the Firebird, right? Five, 6, 7. It kills him. Unless he has anything. Does he have anything? Ho ho ho! Swift decision making. Oh my god. Okay, remember the old plan. About red. Let's try that plan. So you're getting rid of black. And putting in red. I'll aggregate. Vestige of Emrakul, turn against. I don't need another 5-drop, do I? Is this really a better deck? Need one more card. Oh, this deck is gonna be so heavy. It's just all 4-drops and 5-drops. This doesn't look good at all. It looks horrible. So I am not gonna submit it, I think. And just play the same deck. It looked much better in theory. But this doesn't look stronger than the blue-black deck at all. So what if I went black-red? But I don't have too many cheap guys that are playable in black either. It's just Culling Drone, Dominator Drone, Grey Birthing in a sense. Voracious Null sucked. So I think I was correct going blue-black. Alright, it's time for the second duel in the second match. Nadud is down 1 game. Merc Strider, Grey Birthing. Okay, I'm gonna follow the Travis Wu rule and keep in sealed. I do Grey Birthing, Merc Strider, that's kind of a combo, isn't it? Just like Channel Fireball, only different. He mulligans to 5. So this should be easier than normal. What? Why did he skip a turn? He didn't keep a 5-hand and a scry and no lands. That seems unlikely. Oh my god. Okay, he had a land. I see the problem. He needs a card in the graveyard. Or does he? Can I cast this or not? I have to try to cast it now because I don't know. Target opponent. There's no target card in the game. Yeah, I should be able to cast this. Yeah, that didn't feel very powerful, did it? And of course I missed out on the exile part. But now my Scion attacks, because I don't want to sacrifice it, because I don't want 5 mana, and I can just play my Cryptic Cruiser. And then I can play Dominator Drone for full value. And then maybe get in with that. Courier Griffin. He can't block the Cryptic. So I attack. And play Dominator Drone. Hoping to get in with Dominator Drone now. But that wasn't going to happen. There's the Fathom Feeder. I will play it next turn. So I just attack with the 3/3. Or do I want to trade with that guy, don't I? Yeah, how else am I gonna get rid of him, so... That was surprising. Yeah. But I guessed the Ingest anyway. Which was nice. And I can use that next turn. I really don't want to risk the Fathom Feeder, not with all this mana. So I just play the Voracious Null. And then I go bouncy bouncy this turn. Wrecking his defense. Poor kid. He'll get back 2 life though. Actually, if he now kills the Fathom Feeder, he will die to all my stuff. So I don't think that's what's going to happen. So I will try to utilize my mana and play it. Also have the Oracle. Do Fathom Feeder have Ingest too? Yeah. Awesome. Courier Griffin. I think it's time to sacrifice. Let's do it. And just swing with the team, because if he blocks Fathom Feeder, he dies. And play the Oracle. Yeah. Beating down somebody who doesn't find his right mana, it's not an achievement. And now I have it all. Woo! Okay, this week I'm not gonna lose the final. See you in the final. Okay, it's the final. Okay, I can't keep this hand. Mulligan. Playing against Ratsucht. And this I can keep. And I will take that. Because it is great. Putting the Fathom Feeder out there this early. It's just something I have to do, right? Black red. The healer. Well, I guess he would happily trade that for my Fathom Feeder. The healer will do a ton of damage. No, he will not trade it. And that probably means that I will trade it. No, I don't have a blocker. And doing 1 damage is not important enough. Well, now I have Sire mana. What an uninteresting turn 3 for everyone! And now I can offer the trade. This is crazy, right? I don't know how good his card is. He could be an ally deck with all allies, and he could just be worthless. So maybe I shouldn't have offered the trade there. And my next play is Sludge Crawler. He is missing land drops. Okay, so now I get the Oracle. Oh! Sire of Stagnation against the Mana Screw deck. That's just game, isn't it? That's so evil. There's just no end to how evil that is. So please stay mana screwed for 1 more turn. And I can win this. Yeah! No land, no land. Yeah, it's the menace dude. Menage. Okay, this is looking pretty good, people. Wow. This must be so disheartening when Sire of Stagnation shows up. I feel guilty, sort of. A bit dirty. Woohoo! Alright. What do you do now? Nirkana Assassin gains Death Touch, but you are not gaining any life. So I will be able to actually attack with everything as well. Okay, you get to attack too. That's fine. Well, swing for the fences. There is no way you could gain life instantly. So he's taking 10 total here. Tightening coils isn't necessary in any way. So he could discard it. I'm flaying it. I'm all in. You have to give me new cards. Oh, new cards! Greybirthing. Yeah, and we know that the blue-red deck isn't good enough. So we're just gonna do this with what we have. Each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. That seems pretty good, but I'll trust you, LSV. And we are off to what is hopefully the final duel. Wow. So I have the Greybirthing. I only have one really expensive thing. If I find a blue, I can tightening coils. No, I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna follow the old Travis Wu sealed deck tip. Because cards matter so much in sealed. And I'm gonna eat it. But here I am. I'm on the draw. I have plenty of chances to draw the card that I need, which is an island. Core Blade Whirl. That's really good. So we are playing against white, black, red allies. So he was missing 1 color last match. Yeah, I'm taking 3. Well, I think Rush of Ice and Voracious Hull really are subpar cards that you shouldn't play. But still I would be forced to play them in this deck. Nothing else, I hope? Oh my god, the curving! Look at this. It's nothing. It's still Greybirthing. Right? Yeah, I can't tightening coils any of these guys. So I'm Greybirthing at the end of his turn, no matter what. And then I can actually cast a Demon's Grasp if I really have to. And I probably do. Can I do... Oh, I can just Tightening Coils that guy. But I'm taking damage here. It hurts. It's no fun at all. I'm still hungover. Yeah, this doesn't feel powerful. There is another blue mana, so now I can play Windrider's Wings. And that's exactly what I should be doing, right? Now I will have a hard time blocking anything. Because we saw the Lithomanter's thing. So I'll probably not block anything if he attacks. I think I can take 5 again. But this is the last time. He doesn't find black. Or did he change his deck? But I am not... I'm not blocking. Oh, there is black. And he chose not to bluff. So what do? Oh my god, the despoiler! How do I get that into play? I can't. I can't enable it. So I'm gonna Rushavize the Griffin. And do some scrying. And I'll take 3 if I have to next turn. So what do I want here? That looks pretty sweet actually. That looks exactly like I want. Maybe the island is stupid because there's gonna be other lands. So I'm putting it on the bottom, putting Fathom Feeder on the top. And I guess that's it. And now my number 1 play is Demon's Grasp, I think. But now his stupid Griffin will untap. Oh, complete disregard. And now things don't look so peachy. Why not attack? What's up with that? Tightening Coils, Fathom Feeder. Yeah, he's not doing a lot of damage. I attack. I can't scry all the lands to the bottom. And now Channeler looks a lot more fun. I have to have some lands. So this is probably redundant and we'll take the Channeler. And we do play Tightening Coils. And we play the Fathom Feeder. And now, though, any 1-for-1 trades here are probably quite good. I should have kept that first land, shouldn't I? Mr. Assassin will have Death Touch all day. Kill the Assassin doesn't seem like a thing. Okay, he finally decides to raise me. Channeler can hold the ground, right? And now he will just attack, play Channeler. What could happen? He can get through with Assassin, but that doesn't help a whole lot. And once I have Channeler, I have 8 mana. I have 7 mana. And if I put a land on top, I have 8. But I don't need 8. I don't need a card draw. I need to prevent him from being able to kill me. Still trading my 2-drop for his better cards. Do I want 2 lands? Why would I want 2 lands? I'm sending this to the bottom, putting the island on the top. Then I will draw island next turn. And be able to play the Defiler, still keeping up the Channeler. He can now not attack with the Assassin, because I can then attack with the Channeler. I wish I could exile something. Felidar Cub. Should I just play the Cloud Manta? Okay. Yeah, the Cloud Manta does more than the Defiler. I think I got the ground covered. Because I played around Lithomancer's focus. You have Death Touch, but you don't have Flying. Flying seems overpowered in this format. Sky for 2. Sire of Stagnation is just fat. Do I want another land? I can't see. If I had 9 mana, I could play both of these. I could actually play the Defiler now and these 2 next turn. Maybe that's what I should be going for. Sire of Stagnation doesn't do a whole lot. If I play Flyer now, I kill him in... Okay, I'm putting that on top, putting the swamp on top. Playing the island. Playing the Defiler and playing both cards next turn. I still think I kill him in the same speed and I have more control of the game. Now I can deal with something huge. Or something really irritating, like that guy. Who could actually block the Cloud Manta. Oh, wow. That's interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna take it. What's his last card if he thinks that he could do stuff like that? And now I Demon's Grasp. The Silent Skimmer. He can double block the Channeler, but I'm not gonna attack with the Channeler, I'm gonna attack with the Defiler. He can block it with everything, but I still clear 2 of his guys. And Sire of Stagnation is on top of my deck. And that seems like a good play next turn. But what else? Okay, we're putting that on the bottom, that on the top. And we do play lethal damage. So what if he has Rolling Thunder here? He can do 6 at most. So I just need to block with the Fathom Feeder and then I'm good. Why did it have black mana? What's happening? Bone Splinters. Fair enough. But now you can't get Death Touch against the big guys. Stonehaven Medic and Felidar Cub. So that means you just have to mega kill block. I feel like this guy has a trick up his sleeve, and that he's like really good, but I honestly just seem to be crushing him. Ingest, finally! Sire of Stagnation. Okay, I think I can win here. There is a Wrath, right? Planar Outburst. Maybe I should not have played the Sire. Oh god, a Wrath now would be horrible. I definitely did not need to play the Sire. Chasm Guide looks like a good idea. Doesn't do much today. And it is over. Wow, the deck went undefeated. You could argue that these sealed decks are really simple, but I don't know the format. And I haven't gone 3-0 even once before. Sire of Stagnation blocks. And here they come! Woohoo! Thank you for watching. 2 hours, wow. Okay, I have to do some modern for the league. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, it really helps us out. You can find us on Twitter at MagicGathStrat, Facebook /MagicGatheringStrat, or on the web, magicgatheringstrat.com. There you can find articles and free prize-supported leagues. This is all brought to you by our Patreons and cardhoarder.com. If you enjoyed this content, please consider supporting us at patreon.com/MagicGatheringStrat.